Sorry guys, my phone did something weird. Plus, if the volume has decreased a bit, it's because I had to switch phones. And then this one I have to put my headphones in. It's just really long. So technical difficulties, sorry about that. But yeah, as I said, in part number one, I feel like there was a bit more, their first impression was a bit more confident, where in part number two, you guys' first impression is quite reserved. But it's not like you guys are chicken or anything. Is that you've given the impression to other people that you will be very careful of what you say because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, pretty much. Also, you give the impression to people that, okay, for some of you, it's like you, your aura is similar to a Buddha's. Is very happy, very loving, very chill. So you guys come across as quite content people. You come across very loving. You come across like you're family oriented, like your family means a lot to you, and your friends mean a lot to you. Some of you come across like you will only really go out with your close friends or family. Like for some of you, your family are your friends. Like who needs friends? Our family. I will go out with my cousin or my sister or my brother, and yeah, that's my clique. Even my neighbor that I grew up with since 5 years old. Okay, yeah, like who you guys call friends, you've known them for a long time, and who you guys kind of go out with the most is like family and that. So that's how you come across to people. That's their first impression anyway, that you and your family's a clique. And that you, if you do have friends, you treat them like family. You don't even treat them like friends. It's like, that's not my friend, that's my bro. That's not my friend, that's my sis. Like, come on. So that is a vibe you guys give off. Um, Another thing is that a lot of you are quite spontaneous. Now I know that's a bit contradicting because I said, but how can I be? Is you guys probably thinking, how can I be spontaneous if you've said that I'm careful with what I say and X, Y, Z? Well, that's with what you say. With what you do now, like physically, you guys might be very. You guys might be very fun, like, oh, let's go hiking, or let's go to the arcade, or let's go clubbing, or is very out of the blue, like, let's do this, and it comes across as quite fun. So there's that. You guys don't come across as the one that plans things. So when people talk to you, you don't have a very dominating energy. It's very, well, I'm with whatever. That's what you want to do. I mean, it sounds okay. All right, cool then. I wouldn't say you're a follower, but you're not someone that always has to make the plans and decisions in your group. That's the impression that you've given to other people. Um, Trying to see if I get any more details. Let me see what I get from the Oracle card. So this card's about shape-shifting. And okay, so for some of you, in terms of shape-shifting, to some people, it might come across like you're quite a people pleaser. So I'm not saying that you'll change yourself for someone else, but you might, if you really want to do something, or and your friend's like, no, but I want to do this, you might say, all right, cool, we can do that. I guess we can do what I want to do another time. It's putting others' needs before yours, basically. But because it was reversed now, I kind of don't see that in a positive way. I'm sorry to break that to you guys. So some people's impression might be that you people please too much. Um, trying to see if I get another message. To some people, some of you come across quite sneaky. Now, if I was going to put that into context, is like, because you're not very dominant, and you're not very what I say goes, and you kind of go with the flow. Some people might see it as, so what are you really about? Like, what, you can't be someone that's like, okay, fine, like, why are you doing that? Like, what's the purpose? So for some people, it's just kind of sneaky behavior to them, because they just can't understand for the life of them why you would put everyone else's needs before yours. And they don't even see it as, okay, you're just a pushover. They see it as, what are you getting out of it, as to why you're so passive or submissive. Yes, so some of them think that you're trying to get something out of being passive. Okay, for some of you, people can see that you've been through a hard time. I don't know who that message was for. For some of you, when people see you and when you say stuff, they can kind of tell, okay, this person's been through it, like proper through it. And that might be why they're quite passive, because maybe they don't want to be in any problems or get in any issues. Maybe they've learnt to kind of be this way, so there's no more problems in the future. Or maybe someone has kind of ruined their self-esteem a lot for them to basically be like this. Okay, so people are kind of trying to people are trying to do Dr. Phil on you guys. What the hell? They don't even know you. They're saying all this. That's weird. Okay, well, that's some people. And again, when I said that some of you are indecisive, it could be that because you guys think a lot, you're not sure what you should say, and apparently to people, that's how it's coming across, like you're overthinking what they're saying to you. Oh, and for some people, it's not that you're snaky, it's that you think that other people are snaky. So some people look at you and they think, okay, this person's a very skeptical person. This person thinks that I'm going to do something weird. So they feel that you're just quite reserved because of that. So again, because of maybe previous wounds, and you guys probably thinking, but if these are strangers, how do they know about previous wounds? No, they can. People can actually see when someone's gone through something. They might feel that you're just very reserved, and if they try and talk to you, you're gonna think, oh, why is this person talking to me? What did they want from me? Like, that's a bit weird. So yeah, is a perspective where you guys might think they're being a bit snaky, and not wanting to find information for reasons that aren't genuine. And so for some of you, you come across quite defensive, but it's not in an aggressive way. It's in a way where I'm not telling you no information. So if you came to me to talk to me about something, more probably to talk to me about like my feelings and how I feel about certain things, I'm not going to tell you, because you could do something weird. So you in that type of way, you guys come across quite defensive. Um, if we're going to talk about physique, um, so, and please guys, don't get offended. We don't do body shaming here. We love all bodies. But some of you come across quite voluptuous. So if you're a lady, you come across quite curvy to people. They're like, oh, okay, this person's got a nice body. um, Even if you're on the slimmer side, they still will feel like you have a curvy figure. Like there's like you guys might have a pear shape or hourglass shape to you. Do you know what I mean? And if you're a guy, I get the feeling that you come across quite robust. So your physique might be quite thick, on the thicker side, but you don't come across as intimidating. is more like a calm, fatherly type of um, physique. I Again, I don't mean to offend anyone, but I guess if I could word that better, it's someone that's built quite, you know, well or thick, but they're not using their body, or the aura that they have isn't to intimidate people with their body. It's just, I'm a very, you know, robust person, and yeah, I'm chilling. And no, you're not going to know any personal information about me. You're just not going to. Um, so that's the kind of impression some of you give. Um, okay, okay. And for some people, they feel like you guys kind of put up and tolerate a lot of things, but you don't want to. So this is the impression that you're giving to other people. Like, so you could have said, yeah, okay, cool, let's do this, all fine, or you just agree to something that you actually don't want to agree with, or you know what I mean. And someone from the outside, like a stranger, could basically see that you just agreed to do something and you didn't really want to do it, but okay, basically. And also, I feel like some of you have a hard time fitting in to certain groups. So when people see you, they might feel like, okay, you're not someone that's able to adapt to different types of groups. There's like one particular group that you fall in, that you're very comfortable in. So people know if they was to bring you into another group that kind of symbolizes a different identity, you would kind of struggle to fit in with them, because it's like you're this way, and that's it, and you're not ashamed of being this way because that's how you are. And yeah, so that is one impression you've given to um, people. I think when it comes down to it, some of you are ready to defend your family, but it's not in a aggressive way. It's in a way where if someone was like talking bad about your family or friend, you guys would be like, okay, hold on now. Let's talk about this. In their defense, they did this because of X, Y, Z. You guys are thinking they did this because of one, two, three, but really, there's reasons for why they did this. So like, can you guys not be so harsh, please? Is very more. It's more like trying to make people see the good in other people. That's still defensive in a sense, but it's not an aggressive way of being defensive, basically. So people feel like you have your friends and families back when it comes to defending them. Okay, some of you come across quite broken to people, but I guess that ties into, you know, having scars and that I said previously. That's quite evident to people. Some people, it might come across like you're a bit of a victim as to why you know you might have to. No. So let me rephrase that. Some of you can seem like a victim because of your calm nature. I know that's not really fair, but that's how some people see you guys. I'm not telling you to change at all, but hey, I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Um, when you guys do relax, though, you guys come across as quite wild, but in a fun way. So you guys can be really fun once you're able to come out of your shell. So some people feel like, okay, I'm going to bring this person somewhere and they're going to be quite reserved. They're not really going to talk to anyone. It takes a long time for you guys to feel comfortable around someone. So it's like, okay, is that you guys will observe and see how someone is for a while before you show them your true colours. And your true colours is called, can be quite defensive, and guarded, but another aspect of you is that you're really, really fun. And I feel like no one really gets to see that until they've passed that first stage of you needing to protect yourself, basically, and that that's very clear to people as a first impression. Um, yeah. And some of you just might like going to family functions a lot. So, some people like to go clubbing, places where, normally, well, strangers and sometimes friends go. You guys are more like, but my aunt's doing Sunday cooking, so I'm going. Or, to be fair, it's my cousin's birthday party tomorrow, so I'm going. And then your friend might be like, but wasn't it your other cousin's birthday a week ago? And you're like, okay, that's nice. And it is my other cousin's birthday party next week, and I'm going. So I can't miss my family's birthday. What is this? So you guys normally go to family events. You're normally there. Um, that's for some of you anyway. As I said, you guys could be quite family oriented. Yep, trying to see if I see anything else, guys. Nope, I guess that's it, guys. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you'd like a personal reading, you can visit my Etsy page in the description below. And hope you guys have a good day. So if you chose pile number 3, which is Odin, guidance, we're going to do your reading right now. Let's go, let's go. Whoa. I take flying cards, so let's see what flies out. Oh, okay, no, that did not count, guys. That did not count up in here. Let's go again. Okay, that did though. So this one came up first. I will show you guys the cards in a minute. Okay, wow. I don't think I should take those. That was too many cards. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. I just wanted 2 more. It gave me 3. That's not going to work out. Let's go. Okay. 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 You guys have the Princess of Swords upright. You guys have the Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed. So guys, so pile number 3, so here's what I say. When people talk to you, you guys come across as leaders. And it's not a type of leader where you feel that you need to boss everyone about and what you say goes. I'm a natural leader and I don't need to prove it. I'm pretty much good on myself. If you want to follow me, that's up to you. But that's not what I'm about. I'm about, giving guidance to others. And I have knowledge and I have wisdom. So that's kind of the aura you guys give off. And because of this aura, you guys come across as very stable. You come across as someone that can offer people something. You're very valuable. So you're not someone that sits there and talks about rubbish and trivial things and things that don't really matter. You guys are very, if I speak, it makes sense. If I speak, I'm only going to speak facts and knowledge. And is a very powerful vibe that you have, and it's not by force. It's just so natural out here in these streets. I feel like you guys when people see you guys, it's really a blessing, because I feel like they barely get to see you. You guys might be people that like to be alone. So in part number 2, they were people. No, wait. I feel it was part number 2. Okay, anyway, let's just focus on this part. You guys like to be alone, but when you are alone, it's not to cry, or well, it could be. It's not to basically just chill and watch TV and do the mundane. It's to really think about, how do I progress as a human being? How do I evolve? And interestingly enough, if that's what you do, people know this. They see you and they kind of get the impression, wow, this person isn't someone that needs validation from people all the time. They probably don't even really need validation from people. They need validation from themselves. Because you seem like someone that doesn't really care what people think about you. What you do have is strong morals. And there is intuition there as well, but it's more of what's right and what's wrong, and it's not in a lecture way. It's through experience. I've been through this, and I'm telling you right now, that is not a good idea, or this is a good idea, or you should go about things in this way. So you can come across as not preachy, but you can warn people of certain things, not go in a good way if they behave like this, or advising people maybe to take this route and do things in this way, so it's not a long process, because as I said, you've been through it personally, or you've seen people go through that. There's just a level of experience there where you know what to do and what not to do in certain situations, and a lot of them you've been through yourself. So when you're alone, you really think about, okay, what's the next move? What do I do moving forward? That is a very futuristic type of mindset. It's interesting. A lot of you soul search, and when you're talking to people, they realize this. They're like, oh, okay. So this person that you come across as very self-aware to people. Like every day or every time you talk, you make it clear that, okay, I've realized this about myself. I've realized a flaw about myself, and I'm going to improve on it like this or like that. Or you've shown them that you've improved as a person over time. And you're very respected in that sense. Do you know what I mean? You guys do not invest in anything that's not worth investing in. Now, so when people talk to you, they get the impression that you will not talk to someone if it's not worth your while. Meaning, the only reason you're going to talk to someone is if, okay, you're getting useful, valuable information from them. So you're going to sit there and actually talk to them then, because you're getting something from them. And it's not in a opportunist way, is in a way where, like, why am I sitting here listening to foolishness and people that aren't really going to help me evolve? Why am I doing that? I only have one life, so I'm going to listen to people that are going to give me good advice and give me knowledge. Do you know what I mean? So that's what you guys do. If someone comes to you guys with headache and drama, you guys are like, oh, stay away from me. No, we are not talking. I'm not doing this. You can go away. No. You see the type of person I am. I'm not dealing with foolishness. I've got stuff to do. I have a purpose in this life, and it's not to be around foolish people and drama and silly drama. So you guys know when to cut people off. So I feel like for some people, they know if they don't add any value to your life. And when I say value to your life, if they're not even a good friend, you're going to basically say, yep, bye, see you. And it won't even be a big drama. It will be where you just cut them off and they didn't even realise. Like, you just went missing. You went missing. And they're like, did this person just cut me off? Did I just get cut off? Like, what? So you come across as someone that is not afraid to just cut it. You know what I mean? And you're probably thinking, oh, but how can someone know this? Like, I'm telling you, lot, it's the aura. It's the aura you've given. You've given a very no nonsense aura. I feel like some of you have a straight face, like a resting bitch face. Is very, what we talking about? Are you going to talk sense? Oh, we're talking sense? Okay, we can have a conversation then. Or you want to talk foolishness? I don't really want to talk about that. How does that help me improve as a person? How does it help you improve as a person? Me sitting here talking foolishness with you and enabling your foolishness. Doesn't make no sense. So you guys, as I said, very no nonsense, very straight to the point, and very, very wise. Yeah, like some of you could have had friends that I don't know, you're friends with them since you was 5, 6, 7, or in like high school, and you don't even talk to them no more because you've just evolved. So people just feel like it doesn't matter how long you've known someone, like if they come with any recklessness or anything that will hinder your success or hinder you, but if not so much your success, but your personal development, you're just gonna say, you gotta go. I'm not dealing with this. So again, that's what 2 of these cards are giving me right now. But then for some of you have kind of grown up very quick. So some people feel like, let's say if you're like 22 or you're 19, you come across like a 80-year-old woman in a 22-year-old's body. Does that make sense? You come across as quite old spiritually, and as in you have an old soul. And people are like, so what is it you like to do? What is it that gives you joy? Because I'm getting granny right now, and not a bitter granny, but a granny that's lived her life and she's just comfortable, and now she's just talking the business. She don't care about nothing. She's just, that's the aura you guys give off. So people do wonder, what are you interested in? What are your hobbies? They're not really sure, because now what you more talk about is self-development. Trying to see if I get something else. I feel like you guys are wise when it comes to business as well. So maybe in your workplace, people might want you to invest in something in terms of the business world, whether you guys are businessmen, businesswomen, or you're at school, or you're at work. I feel like people will try and present ideas to you, and you will know instantly if it's a flop or it's not. And I know in some cases you can never really say, because let's say if it's to invest in the stock market, you never know what's really going to go up and down these days, especially because of COVID-19 and that. But it's like you guys have good intuition and you kind of know what to invest in and what not to, and that's in a more in a business sense. even if you're in school, you just know how to allocate your time well. Some of you, it comes across like you don't really care too much about friends and family. I know that's kind of rude, but people just feel like, and it's not in a way where, it's like, oh, F you, friends and family, no one cares about you. No, it's just in a way of you've got so much self improvement to do, and your family knows you're always going to be there. So if they need me, like if they call me, yeah, I'll be there. But I'm not going to, rush to go to them every 5 minutes when I have to improve on myself. How am I going to improve on myself if I'm always rushing to someone to help them? Like that doesn't benefit any of us really, especially me. So people can kind of see that not that it's all about you, but that you are someone that can put yourself first in situations, and you're not apologetic for it, and you guys shouldn't be. You should always put yourself first in a lot of situations, because at the end of the day, guys, you know what's going to happen if you don't put yourself first? Your life's just going to go by, and you're going to get resentful because you put everyone before yourself and you didn't get to do what you wanted to do, and then yeah, you're just going to be bitter. So if you are someone that, obviously you're still there for your friends and family, but you're able to work on yourself majority of the time, then that is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. Don't be apologetic for that. But that is how people view you. And if we're going to talk about the Princess Swords, I think people feel like they need to be careful when they're talking to you because they don't want to sound dumb. So I feel like when you guys open your mouth, it's just knowledge. And when people are talking to you, they're scared that you might think what they're saying is stupid or is silly. But I get the feeling you guys aren't like that personally. I feel like you guys, even if someone's saying something that's a bit, that's, what's the word? That's a bit behind or a bit elementary school level speaking, you guys are still able to get information out of that. Like they might bring a new perspective to you that you didn't realize, and you'll take that on. So in every little situation, I feel like you guys are able to take in knowledge, but this is people's perception we're talking about. So their first impression literally is, I cannot speak foolishness to this person because they will make me feel dumb. And that will be no fault but my own, because I came to them with foolishness. So yeah, that is an impression that you give to people. But to be fair, pile number 3, I love this energy. You guys are very no nonsense. We love to see it, and when you are alone, it's a soul search. We love it. But that's all I have for you, pile number 3. If you want a personal reading, you can visit my Etsy page. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed your reading.